Good morning, Dr. Dennis Kapuyan. So today I'm going to report my topic about total management quality in graduate teacher education. But first, let's take a look what is meant by TQM. So TQM is just short for Total Quality Management. So according to Oxford Dictionary, total quality management is a system management based on principle that every member of staff must committed to maintaining high standards of work in every aspect of a company's operation.
So this is the course description, Education 611, current issues and problems in education. So my topic is about total management quality in graduate teacher education. So my name is Teacher Meizel, and I am currently living in Cambodia, and I am teaching primary 1, 2, and 3 science in one of the private schools here. So now let's begin.
So for part 1, I'm going to talk more about TQM. What is it? So what is total quality management? So total quality management consists of organization-wide efforts to install and make permanent climate where employees continuously improve their ability to provide on-demand products and services that customers will find of particular value. So again, it's just about giving quality service to the customers. Will they feel satisfied to whatever services you're giving? It could be business, it could be school. So I'm going to talk about like TQM one by one. So T for total. It emphasizes that departments in addition to production, just like sales and marketing, accounting, finance, engineering, and design, are obligated to improve their operations. So the total, like all the people involved in the business should improve. They're obligated. They have to improve their operations. It could be like their customer service, their services. And Q is for quality. So in businesses, a quality of a product is finally checked by the so-called process quality control. It makes sure that every factor involved in production gives quality through tedious inspection. So in companies or in factories, they always have people who will check, quality control personnel who will check if the product has defects or did it pass the standard. So here the quality is like all the management. It talks about not only the management but also like the people who work, all the staff. It talks about the motivation of working, what are their aims, what are the mission and vision of the company, the qualities, even the teamwork is very important for providing a quality product. And according to ISO in ISO 9000, it says that a quality control is a part of quality management focused on fulfilling quality requirements. So it is an organization, a quality management system that makes sure that all institutions or all organizations they have the standard. So they make sure that or they help and make sure that all the businesses organizations meet the standards of providing quality. So management it only emphasizes that executives, the leaders, like the heads, are obligated to actively manage quality through funding, training, staffing, and goal setting. If we relate it to education, it's like the management, the team should always have trainings that will help teachers to improve their personal skills, their professional skills, in order for them to be more equipped and more like advanced, and let's say they are more like updated, right? So more updated to what's going on. The new techniques, new styles, new and everything that will just, the target is just to provide quality education. So who started quality management and why he created it? So I'm going to give a clue. So he is an American engineer, statistician, professor, author, lecturer, management consultant. He was educated initially as electrical engineer and later specializing in mathematical physics. He helped develop the sampling techniques or survey method that is still used by the U.S. Department of the Census and the Bureau of Labor Statistics. So the person I'm talking to is no other than Dr. William Edward Deming. So Dr. Deming was born on October 14, 1900 in Iowa, United States, and he died natural death, which is sleepy, when he was 93 years old. So these are his educational background. So he took, for his bachelor's degree, he took electrical engineering in the University of UME, and then his master's, he mastered in statistics or mathematics in the University of Colorado, and then his graduate school, his doctorate at Yale University, taking up statistics and statistics physics. So one of the person who influenced him, helped him become who he is Walter A. Shewhart. So Walter A. Shewhart is known as the father of statistical quality control. So he makes sure that everything, for for a business, he will study, gather data, and then they will analyze the data, and then they will, do improvement and say which one works, which one doesn't. So they make sure that they control the process, just provided. So Shewhart's cycle or control cycle is called Plan, Do, Study, Act, or short for or PDSA. So with that cycle, with that state of studying to make quality control, Deming, he was very familiar with it, and then now it's called Deming cycle. So if you look at Deming cycle, you can also see that it's still related to Shewhart, because they're similar, only changed a little bit. So for Deming, he was also known for a Deming cycle, or we call it Deming circle, or Deming wheel, Plan, Do, Check, Act. So what is his reason of creating TQM, or Total Quality Management? It's very simple. It's only to impart his legacy or his philosophy that for individuals or organizations to plan and continually improve themselves, the relationship, the processes, products and services, to give high quality results. So that's really the main, what's his legacy, just to give quality, high quality results. So what makes him famous? He is very famous with his management skills. So he is really good in management. So in 1960, he was awarded, he got an award, a second-class order of the Sacred Treasure. It's like giving him, it's award given by Prime Minister Nobusuke Kishi in behalf of Emperor Hirohito. So it's to honor him for making Japan's industrial rebirth and its worldwide success. So because during the World War II, Japan really excel in providing high quality, especially in everything. They produce products that have very high quality. So at that time, during the Industrial Revolution, also where things were changing to, where manual things were changed to industrial things. So people will inspire, if Japan can do it, why can't we? And also in 1991, Dr. Deming was inducted. He was included in the Automotive Hall of Fame. It is an American museum which was found in 1939, and it has 800 worldwide honorees. So these people who were awarded or honored are people who excelled in automotive industry. So Dr. Deming was one of them. Next, this is Dr. Edwards Deming's PDCA or Plan Do Act, Plan Do Check Act or Plan Do Check Adjust. So here there are 4 steps. So it's a 4 steps or a strategy that how to improve one's quality, one's product is first you plan. Planning is when you identify your problems, so what works, which one doesn't, and do test potential solutions. So you can like test and error at this moment, and then you will study results. So during the second time you do potential, like you provide hypothesis, like okay, this one might work, this one like that, and then you test and then you check which one of those hypotheses works well, and then act on is like implementing the best solution. So here also, like in this picture, you will see that there's like it will take time really to provide quality improvement. Like there's always the standard, and then so it's like a cycle. So if like this one doesn't work, so there's like improvement here, and just go just like a wheel. The wheels on the bus go round and round like that. So just even like on this one also. So plan, act, check, do, and then it doesn't work, and then plan, act, check, do, plan, do, check, and then eventually at the end you can find solution and solve it. So here are some of these are Deming's 14 points on quality management. So number 1 is create purpose for improvement, adapt the new philosophy, this dependence on inspection to achieve quality, work with one supplier to reduce cost, continuous improvement on the job training, leadership, drive out clear, break down silos or barriers, no slogans, no quotas or numerical goals, remove annual ratings or mere system, institute education and self-improvement programs, involve all workers in the transformation. So this 13 points on total quality management are also very applicable in the education system. Why? Because first, one of the points is that to create like purpose, there's always like always room for improvement, like adopt new philosophy, like the philosophers, like like now that we're changing the new paradigm shift that students must do more, the teacher will just facilitate us like that. So there's always changes. So and also this point, one of here that attracts me really is like on the job training. There's always be trainings. There's always be like personally, each person should have this ability to, or this mentality to continue to work, like to always look for personal improvement, not only for the company but also for yourself, like personal. And also for school, we should like the administrators, the staff should always be in one, like they should work in a team to provide quality education that will satisfy the customers. Our number 1 customers are our students, right? Followed by the teachers and other stakeholders. And here, this is Deming's very famous rule, his philosophy. Like if you really want quality, you will spend more on like results of work efforts over total cost. Sorry about that. So in 1970s, Deming's philosophy was summarized by some of his Japanese advocates, opponents, in A versus B comparison. So A, when people and organizations focus primarily on quality, quality tends to increase and cost fall over time. Let's say, for example, this fan. So this fan is worth, let's say, for example, this fan is worth $500, but the quality is very good. It will last for more than 10 years. And then another one, so another, I'm just using the same fan because I don't have one. So another fan, so this fan, I'll just put something that will make it different. So this fan is worth $100, but the quality is not so good as the 500 one. So what happens is if you buy a quality one product, it might be so expensive, but it will last for a long time. It will last for 5 years, and then the other one is only $100, but it all will only end for, let's say, 1 year. So even if it's very cheap, but eventually you will end up spending more because you will buy more, and again because it's broken. Whereas if you buy the good one, the quality one is if you buy the quality one, it will last long. Even it's expensive, but it will last. It's worth it, right? Same thing with clothes. Same thing with many things. Alright, so my next slide will be, so for this part 2, I'll be talking about what is graduate school, what is graduate education and teacher education. So when I do the research, I thought it's the same, but they have similarities, but yeah. Talk about education. And here, so these are the questions that I was when I was doing the research. These are the things that I asked myself, reflect to myself, like, why do I need to study more? I'm already a bachelor's degree. I'm already a licensed teacher. Why do I care? Why would I study? What benefit can I get if I will continue to study, if I want to improve or continue my professional growth? Is it necessary? Why and why not? Alright, so this is me teaching at Raimondo III National School during my practice teaching. So, of course, even if I'm already a teacher, I must study because learning is a continuous process. Second, you can benefit from it aside from it's a requirement to be a teacher 3 and a requirement for you to renew your license. There's so many. So you will become a valuable, more like, students will learn more if you're really trying to study. And then, is it necessary? Of course it is necessary, because what can you share if you have nothing, right? What can you tell students if you also yourself doesn't know how to teach or doesn't read about it? So I think that's my answer for that. So I took some grounds for the CHED Memorandum Order number 53, series of 2007. So this talks about the policies and standards for graduate programs in education for teachers and other educational professionals. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about this Memorandum Order number 53 for Commission on Higher Education. So for this, the purpose of the Memorandum number 53, series of 2007, is to keep pace with the demands of global competitiveness. So again, it is what benefit? It's because now it's really changing, right? Everything changed. We're already in the digital age, and we have to learn more. And also, graduate education is the apex of the educational system. Graduate education is the highest level of education. It is higher than elementary, high school, bachelor. It's higher, and people also, if you are doing this, people will respect you, right? You will become more respectable. So graduate education is it helps improve the capacity of education to contribute like improvement to the teaching and learning and in the classroom and dealing with kids and stuff like that. It will help. And next, these are the types of graduate education programs. So there's a non-thesis master program, so it's only like, you know, they don't require you to do thesis. And the non-thesis master program for other education professionals are this also like people who work at school, like librarians, like guidance counselors. And thesis master's program are people who or professionals who will do some research and, you know, study about it and with their specific area of specialty, right? And then the higher one is the doctoral program. So as I read about them, I came up with what are the things that they are similar, or the common denominators or aims. So I make it short. So I just have this. So the graduate program common denominators or aims or goals is that first, to develop the competencies and capabilities of classroom teachers in accordance with the National Competency-Based Teacher Standard, or NCBTS, to become more effective facilitators of students learning in various subjects, to focus on teaching professions relevant knowledge and skills, to undertake research in specific areas within the broad field of education, science, and practice. And number 5, to undertake or to acquire more advanced and specialized trainings for developing existing skills, to apply theoretical knowledge about the different aspects of education process, and to develop a new knowledge and strategies in a specific area within the broad field of education, educational science, and practices. So for me, if you really break down and you like, these are the things that summarizes it, like the non-thesis for teachers, non-thesis for other other education professionals. We have the thesis and then the doctorate program. So if you really like, if I am going to describe it in 2 words, only in 2 words, all of this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 goals, similar goals, common denominator. If I'm going to say it in 2 words, I came up with it. Their aim is just to give quality education, and that's what TQM, and that is what the name is really talking about, like giving quality, like to put your heart to whatever you're doing, and just to do your best to make sure everything is, you know, everything is not really like perfect, but not in the sense like perfect, like perfectionist, but just to give quality. Like, will it last long? Will the student learn more? Will the school benefit from it? Will it bring good to all, like, you know, the people involved in education, the teachers, the learners, and other, you know, stakeholders, right? So, and then what is teacher education? So here, teacher education refers to the policies, procedures, and provision designed to equip prospective teachers with the knowledge, attitudes, behaviors, and skills required to perform their task effectively in the classroom, school, or in the wider community. So in short, teacher education is also called teacher training. So that is why there's always a training, like teachers, like short trainings, there's always trainings. And why is that so? And what's the reason? Why there's always training? It's like you have to spend time and do research. Why? Is it necessary? Of course it is. So like as I have mentioned, the fly is flying on my head. So as I've mentioned, we are already in we're already changing, right? There's always only teachers, Like whatever the teacher said, it's correct before. But now whatever teacher is saying, it's if the student will find out about it and it's wrong, then the teacher will be, ashamed, because now students can access to internet and stuff like that. So why have teacher training? So teacher learning is a continuous process that promotes teachers training skills, master new knowledge, develop new proficiency, which in turn help improve students' learning. And again, we're already in the 21st century, so digital age. We're now in the K-12 education system, and now teachers are encouraged as facilitators of learning, and also distant learning. Now we are studying online, right? Before we have to go in the classroom, but now we can study online we can do with our time, we can with individual space, like you can manage schedule your own time if you study online, right? Because you don't have to be there all the time, every day, no. And one important thing also why there's a teacher training is to meet the demand and standard of high quality is to meet the demand and the standard of high quality education. I'm almost finished, so there's I think only 2 more slides. So this is so this is called the CPD, or the continuum professional development. So it is a development wherein it's an ongoing process of developing, maintaining, and documenting your professional skills. And these skills may be gained through courses or training, like what we're doing, studying, taking our graduate school programs like masters. We can do it informally. We can by learning from other people. We can learn it by teaching, by researching by your own, or by just watching others. So this is in relation to the Plan, Do, Check, Act by the William Edwards Deming, Dr. Edward Deming. So this is one, identify and plan, learn activities, reflect on your learning, apply your learning, and share your learning, right? So when you learn something and you share it, it means that you're really learning. That shows that you're really learning because you can share. Okay, so, and this is another one. So this is another cycle, professional development. So this mentoring, consultation, practice, study, improve, reflection, learning. So these are some of our skills that we have developed, essential professional skills. So here under professional skill is also like the personal skills, leadership, time management, communication skill, teamwork, flexibility, and public speaking. And I will end my report. I will quote a quote from Nelson Mandela: education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. That's the end of my report. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope you learned something from my report. Bye-bye. And these are my references. 2 pages of my references. Alright, thank you very much. Goodbye.